Morning, everyone. Carlos Flores, back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have any comments, any topics, any feedback, any topics that you want me to go over, give you my take on, put it in the comment section. So that way I'll be more than happy to go over those topics. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, on Facebook, just type in Carlos Flores Jr. and then you'll see this face. On Instagram, you can type in at Back on Basics. On Irks, you can type in at Back on Basics. On WhatsApp, you can search for me by typing in at Back on Basics 9985. And so those are the other ways that you can do that. I know that the comment section is available for you. You can post anything. You can post questions and everything. But if you want to ask me a more personal question that you want to reach out to me in the other social media outlets and send me a private message or send me a DM or send me anything. So that way I'll be able to respond to you in that manner. So today's topic is on a little bit more expansion on knowing yourself, because I think I've introduced it several times on how to get to know yourself. But the thing that I want to emphasize today is that knowing yourself is a daily routine, or it should be a daily routine, because you're always changing. Every day is changing. Every day you learn something new. Every day you change. I mean, it's like if we were all to be the same for our entire lives, then honestly we would be boring. And then at the same time, we would not be focused on ourselves. We would not know how to move forward. And see, that's the important things about knowing yourself, is that everything that you're learning is to your advantage. It's not like you're taking a test at the end of the week, or at the end of the day, or at the end of the month. These are the skills. These are the intricacies, right? The ups, the downs, the roller coaster. What you like, what you don't like, how you interact with your support system, how you don't interact with your support system, how you connect with your village, how you don't connect with your village. I mean, it's everything. You get to know yourself at a different level, because it does help you move forward. It gives you clues as to where you're at right now. So, I mean, for me, I try to get to know myself every day. So, for example, I'm doing these videos early in the morning today. I already did my shorts, one Spanish, one English, about the same topic, by the way. And I also did a micro short on Instagram. Don't miss it. But I'm adapting right now. I usually do them either early afternoon or later in the evening, but I'm doing them in the morning. Why? Because I have two things that I have to adapt to. I have a dentist appointment, get my teeth cleaned, and then at the same time, I also have my grief group. Remember, right? I've talked about this before. About my dad passing away in March. I mean, I love the group that I'm in. Every Wednesday, I love it. It's kind of like what I tell you. It's about, I think it's a 5 or 6 week model. And once you're done from 1 through 6, it starts again. And remember what I said. Repetition is important. Repetition is important, because the more that you hear something, the more it will become muscle memory. What's a muscle memory? It's a memory that comes out automatic. And that's what you want with the way that you do things. That's the way that you want it to be in when you get to know yourself, when you see something, when you learn something about yourself. It's interesting that a lot of us don't do it, and we don't do it because we're afraid. Honestly, I'm being very honest with you. We're afraid that we're going to find something bad about ourselves, that we're going to find that we can't move forward, that we're going to find that, we're not at our best. You have to do that. I'm telling you, you have to do that. You have to go through the ups and the downs. I mean, for me, making these videos make me feel so good. It just motivates me to do more and to do more and to do more and to do more. And it motivates me to get to know myself a lot better. So that way I can tell you how. So that way I can give you my take on it. Because remember, my moving forward is different from your moving forward. Because we're different, right? Every human being is different. Even twins. I've said that before. Twins are different because you know what? They're not born at the same time. And even if the second twin is born within 2 seconds, which doesn't happen, it's not within 2 seconds of the other. That's 2 second difference. That's a different set of things. And so it's amazing. Psychology and cognitive psychology and life is amazing because remember, we've talked about this before. We talked about nature versus nurture, right? Nature is everything that makes up you, that makes you, right? It's your things that you get from your parents, your other family members. Remember, I give you the example of myself, right? I'm a left-hander. I'm a lefty. For some reason, and I love this because it's amazing, and I should research it more. The firstborn from my mom's side going up, the firstborn are always lefties. I'm a lefty. My daughter's a lefty. So it's like, and it goes up all the way up. And it's amazing because it's the firstborn. And we're all lefties. I mean, we have that in common, but that's as far as we go. So those are the things that you have to look for. You have to make a little bit of an effort to get to know yourself, right? Look, I chose to be bald. Yes. Why? It's because it's efficient. It's because I'm aerodynamic. No, I'm just playing. It's because like this, I can adapt a little bit quicker. I don't have to do the gel. I used to do gel. You should have seen me. I think I have a picture of me in my high school, and you should see me. I would be so slick back and everything. If I can find it, I will show you. All right, hold on, everyone. All right, look at this. Look at the crooked smile. It's always there. It's a crooked smile. I love it. But look at my hair. It's like, you know how much gel I had to put on my hair in order for me to look like that? My hair naturally is very, very, very soft. And so that takes a lot of gel, takes a lot of haircut products. I used to wear a hairnet whenever I started because I had to keep my hair down. And then eventually, sorry about it. And then eventually my hair got a little bit better, but then I started gelling to the point that I used to spend like money on gel. So I started going to the 99-cent store before it became the $1.25 store, by the way. And I used to buy buckets of the super gel because it didn't matter. I just needed goop to hold my hair. And why am I telling you this story? It's because I had to get to know this kid. I had to get to know myself, because eventually I went from here to here. And why? It's because a lot of things. Let me put myself back. A lot of things. It's because I just didn't want to deal with the drying. Because, you shower, you shampoo, you condition, right? You get out of the shower, you dry yourself. And this is just me. Again, I'm not telling you to do this. This is just I'm telling you my take why I'm the way that I am. I dry myself. Then I have to comb. Then I have to gel, right? Then I have to put the goop on. And the thing is, when I come back from at the end of the day, I have to shower again and take all the gel out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have gel all over my pillows and all over the bed. And so it was a lot. I just didn't. Especially now, I want to be efficient. I want to be able to get out of bed, shower, get ready and go. But then all the hair that I have here, now it's here. Just trying different things. Again, I'm comfortable with myself to change. People are surprised as how much I change from time to time. And it's not because I want to shock people. It's because I know myself. I'm comfortable with myself. I know where I'm at. I know how comfortable I am. I know my limits. I know how far I will push the envelope and how far I will stay back. And so that's getting to know yourself. Because if you do that, then you'll be able to move forward. You'll be able to say, okay, how can I change this scenario at this moment in the present time, so that way I can keep on moving forward. And so moving forward is very important, right? You're always striving to be your best every single day. And how do you do that? You get to know yourself. Because if you don't get to know yourself, then you'll be missing something. You gotta get to know yourself, right? Remember what I told you about writing lists, right? Your bucket list. Write it. Put it in a book, in a notebook, because that way your mind doesn't have to think about it. You have it all written down. Put it in your phone. It's easy. Just put it on your phone and then just look at it. Look at it. Oh, okay. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Why do you think I ended up doing psychology and counseling and life balance? Because of my experience that I had, my life experience that I had in El Salvador when the Civil War was going on. Because when I came to the United States, I felt by myself. I know I had my family and they supported me completely. But when I was at school, I felt by myself because I couldn't speak the language. And then afterwards, at that time, I felt like I was losing my culture. Remember, I told you this, right? So when I went to high school, I found it again. And I remembered. And I realized it. And I'm so happy that I did that. But some of us do not. Some of us lose our true selves because we think that we have to be a certain way. Because we think we have to follow somebody. Because we think that we have to be uniform. No. You are unique. We are all unique. Remember, uniqueness is what makes us stand out. I'm not saying it in a bad way or in a good way. It just makes us stand out, right? Uniqueness makes sense because we're all different. Inside and outside. The way that we think is different. The way that we feel is different, right? The way that we laugh is different. The way that we cry is different. The way that we show compassion is different. I know you. I know you. All of you show compassion to people, to animals, to others that you don't know. I know. And that's one of the things that I've been recommending in the past few videos. to show compassion a lot more. It just puts you in an uncomfortable place sometimes, because you're making yourself vulnerable to somebody else and saying, I'm here to help you. Vulnerability and compassion really gets you to the deep rooted of who you are. It does. And that helps you get to know yourself, so that way you can move forward. Why do you think I do these videos? I've been doing these videos for almost a year. And by the way, thank you very much to the 230 subscribers. You guys are awesome. These videos are going to keep on coming. The shorts are going to keep on coming. Again, there's different things that I'm going to do, so that way you'll be able to get different topics. You'll be able to get different perspectives, because sometimes a topic can be seen by somebody in a different way. That's why sometimes I do repetition, because repetition builds, remember, muscle memory. Repetition builds muscle memory. And so we have to make sure that we're always getting to know ourselves. What was the last thing? I'm going to give you an example. The last thing that I got to know myself about was actually today, as I was doing my shorts. It's all of my videos, or most of my videos, have been done. I've been done, and when people are not around, or people are walking by but they're further away, and so I'm actually learning how to, or not learn, yes, learning, but also getting comfortable in doing the videos in front of others. I mean, I'm a very introvert, which means I keep to myself, and that's the thing that I'm learning. I'm sitting uncomfortably when I do videos and people are around me, because some people think that I'm talking to somebody. Some people think that I'm just recording randomly, and so that's my thing that I'm doing right now. I'm making myself uncomfortable, so that way I can be comfortable making videos and everything. I mean, there's people that it comes easy, but remember, right? I'm an introvert, so I a lot of times I keep to myself. I want to make sure that I get out of my shell. I get out of my comfort zone. I want to make sure that I'm learning about myself, and I'm learning how to move forward. So, get to know yourself. I am telling you, it's every day. I can guarantee you that you will learn something new about yourself every day. That's the reason why I've been doing these videos over, right? Repetition builds muscle memory. Repetition builds mind-body balance. Believe me, it's like these topics are so, on the surface, they're so easy, but it also means that you have to get uncomfortable in order for you to learn yourself. And sometimes you may have to talk to your support system, so that way you can get a different take on what's going on around you. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Again, right, in the comment section, topics, suggestions, feedback, questions. If you want to give me, you want me to give you a take on any topic, let me know. So, get to know yourself. Believe me, you will not regret it. The more you get to know yourself, the more you know how to adapt. And adapting is something that we as human beings don't often use to move forward. Remember, till next time, Back on Basics.